Hey everyone! So, what started as a simple go-kart expansion quickly became one of the biggest projects we've tackled in Havenport. Between the coastal raceway, grandstand, a matching flat ride, and all the detailing still left to do, there was no way we could finish the zone in one episode. But today, we're making huge progress on what could become one of the coolest areas in the park, so let's jump in. And we are back in Havenport, and I thought, why not start the episode out by riding the coaster we had just added in the recent episode. The coaster built by the one and only Lightning One Out. If you guys missed it in the last episode, definitely check it out, but we're gonna ride it just to start it out. Or start the episode out. I thought, do something a little different. Usually we're in like a bird's eye view of the park, but why not start the episode out with the ride of a coaster? I think that'll be a lot of fun. Enjoy, guys. Sorry, I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit. What a great way to start the episode out, right? Gets your energy going. I'm definitely ready to build. Oh, that was fun. Okay, so I already have a game plan for today. Maybe I've already said it in the intro. I definitely said it in the intro. But we are going to build out a go-kart track and kind of create a cool scene over there. But I want to point out some of the future changes and things that are going to be coming to the park. First of all, these I'm going to take out. We're going to build some custom boardwalk shops, and over here we're going to build a kind of cool water scene, possibly a waterfall, something to match the aesthetic of the boardwalk, instead of placing a fence down. And that's thanks to a wonderful commenter. I believe their name was Black Cat. I hope I'm saying it right. And if your name is in reference to you having a black cat, we're twins. I have a black cat as well. His name is Ziggy, and he is a goofball. As we speak right now, he is trying to hit the TV because I think his show turned on. So he has his own YouTube channel with just his algorithm of like videos of mouse moving around, squirrels, birds, all of that, and he'll literally sit there and watch, and occasionally he'll go up to the TV and smack it, which I am trying to teach him better. He's literally doing it right now. Oh gosh. Okay, no more distractions. Let's get building with this new area. First, actually, before I turn that off, I should close this down. Aging. Yeah, we just have no scenery. I don't even know what the 21% scenery bonus is actually coming from. The lamps, maybe? Okay, so while that turns off, we can at least delete the path. Come on. I want you guys to get on the normal path so we don't lose you. I'm gonna move you over here. You just get flung. Okay. And... oh no, don't go over there. There you go. Oh. They might be stuck. I see they're like 1 foot off the path. Alright, we are gonna go ahead and remove this because I want to try something different. Where either I add a bumper cars, which I think is gonna fit our theme perfectly, and this bumper cars is actually one of my first submissions to a competition or challenge over at the Channel 5 Gaming, and I believe it was a flat ride challenge. Your creations, yes, there you go. And I'm gonna say this was my first and real submission in a challenge, because I submitted this other thing called like Scoops in the Cloud for a like shop challenge. I can't remember the name of the exact challenge, but it was a very embarrassing submission, and it was in my very early days of this game and just learning things. So I'm gonna say this was my real submission. Why can't I put this down? It's $28,000 and I have 34. Okay, I'm gonna place it for now, if it'll let me. 49,000. 49,000? Where is the 40? What? This has 28. Am I missing something here? I hope this isn't running that. Is that still running? Yeah, okay. Why is this 49,000? I'm so confused. Okay. I had a whole idea based around it. I'm gonna have to take a loan. I'm gonna do it. Because why not? So we have 34, basically 35. Should be a little bit over, just so we have some wiggle room. Yes. I did not realize I had made such an expensive flat ride. Okay, we'll place it somewhere right here so it doesn't clip onto the coaster. Go ahead and delete this guy. This guy alone, I don't know how much he is, but... oh my gosh, I'm naked. Oh, don't look! What in the world was that? I totally forgot that happens. Okay, so... we have an exit this way, which is perfect because the idea I have leads to a grandstand out here, and that grandstand connects to the station for the go-karts, and the go-karts will weave in that area. We'll make a scene for it. I was debating to have the go-karts come towards the boardwalk, but I think I'm going to leave this space for something else. Before we start building, I'm going to show you guys this actual build I did for this flat ride. I had so much fun trying to figure this out. It was such a blast, and I'm actually gonna steal these like fake advertisers that I made, even though, you know, Looney Balloons is a sponsor in the game or a shop in the game, but I made my own versions of them, so I'll show you guys that. And I also made one of my first ever like sequencer like scenes, and I'll show you guys that right now. So wheel starts spinning. The wall breaks down, and you can see some of that destruction on the side, and it comes right back in. Oh, I want to see that again. So basically, like, the F1 car spun out. Although I should have maybe had those black marker like walls also move. Not sure why I didn't do that. But I had so much fun, and you guys can see some more of those sponsors right there. Pit stop snacks, every second counts, grab and go, Gulp Energy, Mexcellent Motors, And then because this was a challenge, I wasn't familiar with anybody on Channel 5 at gaming over on their Discord at all, so I just took some of the names I was commonly seeing over on the Discord. And I know if you happen to watch this, Nicer Dicer, I'm sorry you're in 4th place. You don't deserve that. He is a good buddy, and I feel bad. We're gonna have to change the timings or the placements here because I feel like he would have gone a lot faster. But this was I had so much fun. I totally forgot about this build, and I made these like chaotic pit stop scenes. So this is like a normal looking pit stop, or just what do they call it? Like, you know, they're garages, but there's another paddock. It was gonna bother me, right? It's a paddock, and then next to it is a one that where how did I what how did I just end up over there? That was so weird. And next to it is, what is going on over here? Why am I getting flung out of my oh okay, let's hope that's not a problem. I'm gonna stand right here. Apparently something's going on over there, but basically everything is malfunctioning. You got all the car parts flying into the walls, tire, front splitter. Is that a seat? I think it was a seat. And then their drive wheel. So yeah, just a bunch of chaos. He's trying to figure it out, can't figure it out. That just staring. Oh, and there's a funny seat over here. Please don't kick me out of the queue. No. I did it again. And this guy is looking at, why is there a spoiler on my side of the paddock? What is this? Why is this happening? So, I had so much fun trying to create just these silly little things. And then we have a few more of those sponsors. And here's a pit exit. They can get up to 40 miles per hour as they exit. This was my favorite sponsor right here, Cosmic Cow GP. Shake up the leaderboard. Yep. Oh, good times. And Breakpoint Tires. Stop winners since never. Oh, stopping winners since never. Okay, I'm wow. And then good luck for the guest. They come in here. Each is individually, you know, themed for the guest to, you know, have some fun. And then, pew. That was close. Brought to you by Gulp Energy, of course. You got your celebrations. Although my wife told me that I completely did the standings wrong. It's supposed to be 1, 2, 3. Is she right or am I right? Now that I look at it, I think I might be wrong. But yeah, and you survived. So right here, oh my gosh, I just came out of that really quick. Right here will be where the guest will have the option to walk back to the main path or walk straight ahead. I think we can put the grandstand like seating right here, and this path will go right through it, and this will be the station for the go-karts. I said golf carts earlier, right? I hope. I have a feeling I said golf carts for some reason. So we'll get that taken care of. I've put myself in a bit of a money situation again, haven't I? We just can't catch a break. It's all this one is definitely my fault. So this scene right here, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it like this. It adds to the theme. You're coming into a new area, but I'm not entirely sure I'm gonna keep it like this. As well as these trees, they don't really fit our vibe. So I might need to, I can definitely delete these ones right here. And we can think about adding something else to fill up this space. And I can think about something different for these trees as well. For now, I'll keep it like that. But I think I'm okay with that path. Something different. This I'm gonna have to change because it's just blending into the environment too much. So if we just have this come out to right about here. And before I continue it, I will first... I think we're gonna make the grandstand. So let's quickly, before I start building, let's go ahead and check out what's going on in the park. Got a mechanic figured out there, there, and there. Okay. Am I getting lag? I feel like I was. Okay, hopefully that's not our problem. Okay, so first time I'm gonna build a grandstand. Wish me luck. I have no idea. Should have done a little more research. I have a general idea what they look like, but it's gonna look, you know, not the greatest. I'm just gonna say it right now. So let's go ahead and get that started. Park looks fine. We'll keep an eye on the way money is running. I should just open this up, right? Since it's got good scenery, it just needs power. So while we're building, getting money, having more guests in the park, can only be good things. I did not know arcades are in here too. Did you guys see that? Oh yeah, they're totally in here as well. Not just the entertainment tab. Good to know. Okay, you can definitely tuck this in, like right here. And connect you to our solar panel. There we go. Turn on. Don't need guests to wait that long. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and start building out our grandstand. Okay. So I've been thinking about it, and since we have the white walls around this, we can just go for the same aesthetic for the grandstand. I was debating maybe to do wooden, but to be honest, maybe this needs to be pushed back a little bit, right? I'm gonna have to think about that. Maybe we just start building and not distract ourselves. Let's see. What did I use here? I think those are the aquatic walls. Yeah, aquatic metal walls. And this time we're gonna go for plaster. Should we... Doing on the grid could be easy. Or just, I'll start building it out and then we'll see. This could easily I'm apparently having difficulty with English today. This could be a disaster. Like, this might not look great. How large do we want this to be? Probably not too crazy. I saw that warning, not sure what... Expired service badges. I thought we took... Are we not taking care of this? Just get it refurbished. Do they have a way to get here? I feel like they're just not coming over here. Staff path goes all the way through. Don't tell me this bench is blocking you. Right? Okay. Not sure what that proves, but I can walk on it. Just in case. Alright. Let's get back in here and... Maybe these two sets will... How high up do we want this? Not like they can really see much into this. Right? Might need to make it higher then. I realized it'd probably be easier to collect it right now. There we go. Okay. Come out a little bit more. And then right here. Would I put this in right now? Maybe not. Maybe here. Can't really twist it around like we do in some situations. Just have to move it ourselves. Okay. Now, I'm not sure. That works, right? Why am I worried? I don't know why, but I'm like worried that this might just be weird. Or like, I don't know if I'm gonna make this like, make it work or... Okay, we'll put a base down there and then... Is that all of them? Is that gap like way more? I think it is. You guys let me know if I'm making this way harder than it needs to be. So I have a feeling I am. Yeah. Might, because I just saw this, and maybe that's a better move than what we're doing. Because it's a bigger gap than what's happening here, right? Could just change my grid height. I don't know why I do this. Why do we make it hard on ourselves sometimes? Okay. There we go. Peace. There. Okay. You're getting somewhere. Alright, I have a little more confidence in what's happening now. I think. That doesn't sound very confident, does it? Okay. So, this is pretty high up now that I think about it, unless I want to make those VIP boxes. And things like these trees would definitely need to go, because I guess can't see in. Am I getting no money back for this? Oh no, I am. Okay. Alright. Oh wow, that's great. Love seeing that. And money is going up as we spend money. Always a good sign. Okay. So if you're smart, you would have made the walls like this beforehand and not done what I did. Oh gosh. So I think I would like to have a little... Is there a gap? No? Okay. So you would group this all together and then move them upwards. That would have been the best way to do it. I was thinking about it. I was like, will it look good if it's sticking out? But maybe not. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay. All right. How are guests supposed to get up here? Find out right now. Oh gosh. It's been a long day, okay? Okay, how is this place right now? Oh, just so I have something to see where the path is, I'm gonna leave it as is and then we'll change it to invisible pathing afterwards. Okay. Got an idea. Definitely don't need the curbs. We want them to be... What is this weird angle it's in? Is that just me? It's in a weird angle, right? And... Why? Before I continue, what I would like to do is try to create a staircase situation on both sides. I love the pathing in this game. Like, I genuinely love what they've done with it after playing Jurassic World Evolution 3 and Planet Zoo. But I wish there was something about this, you know, this thing we're looking at right now. What is this called? Like the highlighted place where you get an idea where the path is going. Wish there was a way to get a better idea of how it's being placed, because you see that right now? I don't like that. Not a fan of that. Guess we're just going to be clipping through that. So right there, it's kind of giving me an idea. If I... Is that what it is? And I'm just... Nope. Did the same thing. You see that as I come up here? And I click that. Just want to make sure. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe I should use this and not complain. That is coming out maybe too much. Something like that. and that comes all the way through here. We'll duplicate this to the other side. Don't know where you guys are. Oh, they need a path out, don't they? Should take care of that right now. So I just realized since this was for a challenge, I had no exit path actually created. You guys are gonna be stuck here forever. Oh, yeah, there they are. I'm so sorry. But there's a path now. They are not gonna be happy. Oh my gosh, look at the line. You guys never got excited for bumper cars before. Now with all of this? Of course. Where are you guys walking? There's nothing up here. Just for the views? What? Okay. Let me remove that. Close those. And do the same thing here. Is this another wall piece? Yeah, okay. All right. And then where are you guys going? Are you guys just trying to take the longer way? Like, you know what I'm curious about is, can you actually see from up there? No. No, you cannot. Oh, gosh. Okay. I don't want to mess with that. I do think I will shift this over a little bit so that this path goes right along the grandstand. Let's do that right now, actually. And you guys, yeah, that'd be great. Before the other guests come. Thank you. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab it all. Delete that. Bring it over. Although, would it be cool if they went through the grandstand and then... Okay. Okay. Ideas are just cooking right now, you guys. Is that actually connected? Yes. Okay. Oh, am I excited? Oh, this is an exciting time. Okay, so grab this, connect like that. And not sure how these are gonna... Yeah, see? We're gonna have to think about that for a bit. Like, I don't know what's going on there. I'll have to think about it. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we'll decorate this up. Duplicate, rotate. Path goes through here. There's like a doorway that connects to the other side of the grandstand. That path leads down into the station for the go-karts. I mean, right? That's pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead. Before I create a roof, we're gonna... It's not much seating here too, right? We should... I think that's where our pads come in handy. Okay. Let's... Actually don't need all of those. Just need 2. Okay. Telling you, you guys are going to be very proud of me. And that under? I feel like it's under, right? You know, it's okay. Gonna be an invisible path anyway. For this, we'll do these guys. I'm not sure where it's going. Actually, that's fine. Because, like I said, it's going to be invisible. So they can not walk up. What's going on here? Was I deleting the path? Can't builder. Am I deleting the path right now? How is that possible? That's so strange. Okay, no worries. I just wanted to come out a little bit more. Oh, is it because of this path here? Possibly. That is a major possible. Okay. Are they still able to walk here? And what I just did, can the guests do? Are they able to do that? Please tell me they are. Not sure what's going on here. Feel like did not help. Ooh. Okay. Nope. Did not do the same thing. Not sure where. Okay. Feel like that's just better connected. I love that. I wish it was like that the whole way down. Okay, this is ADA safe, okay? That's what we have to remember. This is an ADA safe grandstand. So, invisible path. Make sure curbs are off. If I take this, yeah. I see the mistake that we made from earlier. Okay. It's gonna be too much to go back now, so we're gonna have to we're gonna have to just connect them all. Like so. Don't need that one. Not sure what you're doing there, buddy. Why are you... Yeah. And where we have these sides now, we can take maybe... We have staircase. We have these. I believe it's in the sorcery pack. These guys. Yes. Make it more like... Maybe something like that. Or should we make these red? Because it's just like a signal to the guests that are walking. Watch your step. I know. The keepstone doesn't really work with the plaster and the kind of vibe that we've got going here, but we're gonna have to enjoy it for the time being. I don't even think saying enjoy it for the time being even makes any sense. Okay. Maybe something like that. We have it all the way at the end. I don't want to hear it. I just don't. I don't hear it. I know you guys are thinking, what in the world did you do? But maybe we can stick... actually. Then we have the sides. Okay, we're not going to worry about it too much. That is a later project. Okay. So, since this is a pretty wide path, do we just... something like that? Walls over here. Now I'm worried that the guests aren't walking through this area anymore. Should I be actually genuinely worried? Or are they realizing that there was no reason for them to walk through there? Okay. Let's see if the idea I have here is it gonna actually work. To get the guests to actually sit here. Do we do something like this? Or do we... This looks like it would be more fitting, right? As a seating in a grandstand. It's either this one or this guy. If I place you down and... So that's how close it can get. Right, that's not bad. All we gotta do now is duplicate, bring it over. I realize maybe I should have sunken them in a bit. No, let's not overthink it. And we'll do this layer here. Make sure it's not floating. Do we do this bottom layer? I don't think we put a path here, right? Could not have done the invisible path thingy. I'll put it just for the sake. Okay. 90 bucks isn't bad. And up there we'll think of something. I mean, not bad, right guys? Okay, yeah, we didn't place any path there. Okay. Although I'm worried this, once it's down here, is it going to obstruct that path? We'll see. Now, if I come here and select, did it delete it? It did. And I kind of like it more now. The way the guests will only be in this portion, because here there is no path. Okay. Oh no, there is. Okay. Okay, not bad. Interesting. Very interesting. I just want the guests to go over there and use it. That's all I want them to do now. Alright, let's go ahead and put a roof on this section here. I wonder if I'll be able to get a roof to come down this way. Ooh, you know what? You know what, you guys? What if... I keep forgetting the name. I hope I favored it. No, of course I didn't. Because why would I make things easy? Oh gosh. I'm pretty sure I went through the same thought process and headache when I was building the station for the Trident coaster. And it wasn't this, but I'm thinking about this as well. It was the more like graded looking roof. That could have been a floor too. Really hope it wasn't. Yeah. It was a floor. Alright. Would this work on the top? What do you guys think? Before I continue on, do that. See that on the ground. I kind of like it actually. Yeah, okay, I'm happy. And then they can walk over here. They just choose not to. I wonder if I place a booth up here and then let's say we'll just put one down. Now I want to figure this out. So the machines that are ticket machines, prize machine, ticket machine. Now these are the ones that they will use without a counter, right? I see the same symbol here. Okay. I think I'm right. Okay, so these ones require a counter we use, but these guys do not. So, just to get guessed here, it'll be like ATMs almost. Okay, there's a path. Path and path, cool. I want to see if they'll actually come and use that. Not that bad actually, guys. Okay, I don't know what you were talking about, but that's not that bad. $27,000? I mean, can I just pay off my loan? I don't think so. I think I borrowed... how much? 18,000? I mean, I could. But at the same time, I can always use the money and just let it slowly pay off, right? Yeah, and we do need the money to get go-karts going as well. So, I'm really happy with that. We just need proper lighting is the thing. And some sponsors, which I'll grab from there along the backside. I need to spruce off this too. It's, you know, the thought process when a build is going on like this and your mind is just like, I need to do that. And I kind of need to do that. And I also need to do that. Right. Okay. Do I have them hanging or do we do... Not sure why you're at a weird angle. Do we do this kind? I don't want to do that, and that should be fine for the light. Right here. Okay. Oh no. Don't make me... Well, he's gonna make me do that, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna have to go in there. Select them, and then we'll group it. So it's easy to grab next time. And should be able to edit that group, right? Of course not. There you go. Can I grab two? Right? I thought I did. Okay. Alright. How is that? Might not be enough. I will create or use LEDs on this side just to kind of make it look fun at least. Let's see here. These guys are here. Okay. And we'll stick to the red and whites. Crimson looks good, yeah. Something. Hey, look at that. They can actually come up here. Would you love to see it? Okay. That should be enough. Could have some going off the sides there, but I'm still kind of thinking about what we can do about that. That's not that bad, you guys. I want to see what that looks like at night. My flashlight was on. Okay. Wow, those are bright. Those are bright. All right, good. And I think under here, some lighting could be pretty cool. Or like, you know, those spotlights. Not spotlights. What am I talking about? The footlights? Or step lights? These guys. That might be... I don't know about that. Yeah, this kind of stuff right here. That is so bright. It's crazy. Then I put one. Maybe we put tan just to break up some of that crazy lighting there. I really do like that. It is insanely bright in there, as you guys can tell. I said give me all the lights when I made that. No joke. Okay. Nope. That can't happen. Maybe we just try to do like gray, but darken it a bit. I know. I know, guys. That needs work. That is not great. Some of the scenery pieces, when you place it down, I don't know what it is, but I love the sound they make. with their feet placed down. It's just kind of fun. Okay, so I know what I'm doing. They're against the wall, there's no light, but if I do this, you guys see that? So I did that. Just come in and first of all make sure, yep, it's on the wall. Okay. It's not a bad start, and I would like to do a lot more things to this, but to be honest, I want to really get the go-karts going, and oh gosh, of course, why would I this you know, I was really learning how to do things in the game, so creating groups was not a thing for me at the time. But, oh, do I wish it was. Okay, let's go ahead and split that from building. Grab one of our fake advertisers. Alright, I love that. And grab another one that's pretty fun. Looney balloons, I do like that. I did like these breakpoint tires. Let's see. For a second there, I was like, why does it look like it has eyebrows? It's the tree. Okay, we'll go for this guy. It's the tree. Oh gosh. Hopefully I can grab anything else. Okay. Oh, of course I did. Alright, let's come out here for a second. There we go. Did I delete that? No, it's still there. Okay. Gotta make sure. I just remembered I do need the door on this side. We will probably need to either make this high up or kind of slightly over here. Do that. It's gonna bother me. As long as it's nicely sunken in. Okay. I mean, I could increase the size a little. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and once we get a door in and I can see how much space I have to work with, we'll add our third advertiser. That's not bad. I really need to decrease the kind of whatever lighting is happening here. Honestly. Okay. Alright. Right next to our arcade is this situation. I don't know, how's it looking? It is a whole city over here. Look at the rest of the park. Then the boardwalk. There's the one lit up sign, and then bam, this situation. Oh gosh. I'm really gonna need to think about pushing this back. I have all the space to do it, honestly. And it'll give us enough room to maybe make some shops. Like here or somewhere here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. This is just odd. Not odd, to be honest, but if I had like a large parking lot right here, and this was just a few things going on, then this is obviously, we know this is the main attraction here, but since we don't have a large parking lot here, and it just feels naked. So we definitely will take care and really fill these gaps in, and I've said that so many times. It's why we're building the go-kart track today, is because I've mentioned it I think 3 times now that we're going to build the go-karts, and we haven't, and I've been really excited to do so. Plus I want to see, do go-karts actually, if you make them well themed and have enough scenery bonus, will a guest use it? Because I saw Planko and Chills Park, the one that I toured, was it Duality? The one before that, but I think it was Duality, and his go-kart track was full, like longer line than this, and I've never seen that for any of mine or some other parks that I've toured. Usually go-karts get no love, so we're gonna test that out as well. For now, I'm gonna leave this like that, but we're gonna think about pushing this back. Let's first go ahead and to our non-fixed sun. Oh gosh. Actually, that sunset, is it sunset? Yeah, sunset time kind of works for this area. And we had actually placed that coaster down at this time too last time. Okay. Yeah, that totally works. Kind of downplays the brightness too. I like it. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy. It could be better. I 100% know that this could be better, but it's a good start. It's a pretty good start, and we'll duplicate in, like I said, the idea we have. So I will be just right back, but for you guys, of course, you know, it's gonna be a second. All right. So I just hope I can remember exactly what I was doing, but I looked at this again and I realized, you know, I should have some kind of barrier right here. The thing is, what direction do I go? Do I make like a solid wall, which means I could use something like this? I can maybe flip this around. Actually, not the worst idea as I look at it a little more. Let's make the base. Try to match it to the floor. Oh. This is the top piece. And make that black. What is the color here? Is that too blended in? Did something like that, and then on top of it we can place I wonder if this works, to be honest. Okay, that's not too bad. I just hope it's not blocking the guest view here too much. I'm gonna walk from the other side maybe? I mean, yeah. And Reach actually gave me a pointer on the black squares we're seeing. That's could possibly have to do with the lighting, like you guys are seeing there. Just too much lighting happening, and it's definitely the case here. So I definitely will look into maybe probably deleting some of those lampposts would probably be the best move. I think maybe lowering it like that, you can definitely lower those. Might be a better option. Okay. It's not too bad. I feel like it just sells the look a lot more. And of course, placing something along this wall. Just not sure what I can do with that. Okay. This was the other thing. Possibly placing down like a grid fence here so that the guests can see into this. Even doing something like that here. Sure why it gets crooked like that. When does it get daytime again? I don't know how I feel about doing the non-fixed time anymore. Okay, this can go into the wall. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah, just gives a little bit more for the guest to see, as if they're watching the race. Kind of rethinking this wall as well now. I think that's fun. Okay, and as for this, what would happen if I... something like that. Oh yeah, that's right. We have that advertisement right there. we'll say that there's a tunnel that goes down here, is where the F1 cars are heading out, and they come out somewhere over there. Yeah. Okay. Side project for later on is make what looks like a tunnel go down. I really like that. I think it just gives the guests that are sitting here possibly a little more transparency in what's going on in here. That's fun. Okay. Let's go ahead and this should all just be able to hopefully. That means is these things just need to be adjusted. Those on the other side. Hey, I like that. I like that a lot. And oh, am I happy? That's kind of fun. Can you see that from here? Kind of. When you remove these trees, again, just remember that we should just get rid of these. We're not in a super tropical vibe, but we can add some of these trees around in the right spots. But I do like that. It looks like a whole compound, doesn't it? You got this crazy entrance scene right there. Alright. Let's continue on. Let's get those golf carts in. Golf cart? I see, I said it there. Go-karts. Why am I saying golf carts? Like, what is this? Okay. Here we go. We're gonna need a decent amount of queue space. And I think it'd be cool if the track came along this. Or do we copy the grandstand and add it at another spot too? Right? We could totally do that. But this would be actually fun. Because as the go-karts come around for their, let's say, second lap or third lap, it'll be as if the guests are cheering. Although, not sure how we can get them to do that. Do we get as close as possible? It would have to be a pretty open station. One thing I'm worried about is that might not be enough space for the queue. Just so there's power for that. Not sure why the other distributor that's right here isn't giving the power. Okay. And straight to our solar panels. Nice. Make sure it's not sticking out of anything. Very interesting seating grandstand thingy, right? Yeah. Now comes the tricky part. Definitely in the entrance and exit, we want it to be flat, but there should be spots where it goes up. And I would like to create some scenes with a pond. What is optional railing? Oh, okay. You can tell I've never really placed go-karts down. Okay, I have to cover that building up. What is this? Oh, chicane, okay. Start coming up right here. Shouldn't try to do too much, like go out way too much. How much is each? 162. Cool. Okay. Okay. I feel like this track is kind of odd. Like a figure 8 kind of situation there. And going down. Should have looked at a map of one of those F1 tracks. Like maybe the one in Texas or Miami. Right here, thinking of creating some kind of water scene. Honestly, what I should be thinking about is what kind of scenes we can create. Because even lifting up the track in the air like that could be a little hard to decorate. Again, flat on the ground. It's definitely interesting. And I think I'd like to do another like twirl thing right here. Just to get a cool view for the guest right there. Do we have them just go right back into the exit like that? Last turn right there. Smoothing. Gonna get interesting here. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. We'll definitely fix that. Gosh, that is spending a lot of money on smoothing, isn't it? But I think it might be making it better. Okay. I do like this last loop right in front of the station too. Did we have any other strange looking turns? Return. Is there banking? At least, I mean, I don't know how that would work. Yeah, I'm kind of glad it's making a little bit like rounded out and not as such a tight aggressive turn. Didn't even realize I made two loops pretty aligned with each other. Got our little snake turn over here. I feel like this is a little bit rough. I have this go right here. Okay. Go ahead and... Have that problem anywhere else? No? Okay, good. Alright, so... Reload. Have the guess way too long. And there they go. Let's see what that looks like. Off my light. I feel like I should have some more of those chicane lanes. Hey! Did we really just get overtaken like that? Excuse me? The last moment down the hill. No way are you about to spin out right at the end here. Okay. Now, to actually get guests to use this, we're really gonna need to boost this up. What I'm gonna do is... we don't need the path here, actually. Oh, I love that. They're over here playing as well. Did we grab all this? I hope so. Okay. And this stuff too? think just placing this around different parts, like even right there. Because a lot of times when you see a lot of these F1 events and track day or just race days, at the start of the grid there is usually grandstands on both sides of the track. Just want to make sure we will need to, I think just placing sponsors on this side of the wall will just help the blandness that's happening there. Although I just realized I'm completely covering up our last loop there by doing that. Unless we make a glass wall through there. Okay, I'm gonna think about that one. Rather than putting it there, we can do something like that. Be on this side too, like just that turn right there. It would look like a large white building, blob of a building just sitting right there, but what's happening right now, I do like that look where you see the lights and it looks like, you know, if I was walking here I'd be like, what is happening there? Why is it like lit up like that? We have to check that out. So maybe we keep it like that, and then the rest we can decorate in a different manner. Okay, seriously, when does it get daytime again? So I can see what's going on. Let's quickly check on the rest of the park. Okay, how did these go that down? This can get a mechanic. Gonna hurt. Not sure why. If they don't check these immediately, these will all shut off, and all these rides are gonna shut off too. Where are our janitors? Yeah, I thought. So confused. Why? Where's our mechanics? Okay, we got him running. Okay. Nice. Very nice. Okay. That is good to see. And are the other ones? We'll see a prompt. If something comes up again, hopefully they'll give us a notification. And how are we doing over here? Oh, I love to see that. Yes. Oh, guests are loving this ride. That's epic. Okay. And everything else, 1,500 guests in the park, not bad. I don't think we checked out our challenges, right? Build a new coaster, 91% approval, guest mood, okay, and 3 new flat rides. I mean, that's cool that re-adding the bumper cars added to this, so we just need to add 2 more. So speaking of that challenge with the coaster. I was actually debating. I think we might do a part 2 on this because I think I want to add a coaster, and I want to say it was on Digital Dan's page or YouTube channel, sorry, where he had built in an F1 area. And what is the park that he was working at? Was it Discovery something? It was such a wonderful series. I binged the heck out of it. I really enjoyed that series. But I think he was talking, or not talking, he built a go-kart track. Or was it he built, I think it was the 2 coasters, dueling coasters running side by side. But I don't remember if there was a go-kart track next to it. I'm going to have to recheck the video. But I think if we had a coaster that goes along this, maybe on the outskirts of it, and decorating that coaster to the go-karts, I think that'd be kind of cool, right? Maybe for now we try to... Wow. I would love a day where I make $140,000. Oh my gosh, I thought... the way night was shifting to day, but that in-between moment where everything was just red, I was like, is something happening to my shaders? Is something crashing? What just happened? Oh gosh, that scared me. Okay, what was I saying? So, I'm thinking, you know, we could maybe... We can, my thought process just went down the drain. What if for now we decorate the track up a bit, but build a coaster on this? Let's see where else I can add a chicane track. I think everything is like either going downhill or has a slight turn to it. Nope, not sure what I did there. That's kind of cool. Are they even able to see the carts when they're right here? May need to raise these ones just so they can see better. Just do this and then do that. Is that odd? I feel like I asked that a lot. Is that odd? I don't know why. But I think, you know, you start to even second guess your choices. For now, we should cover these up. Wish I can change the sound of the go-karts. To be a little bit more like a F1 GP, you know, just any other sounding car rather than these. Although we all know that's how they sound. Okay. You just crash? For now, we're just gonna put these walls on the front and sides and not worry about the back side too much just yet. Since, unless I have the coaster go back there, which I'll think about. Not entirely sure what's going on there. You just need to do this. I didn't even realize that was coming out too. Okay. Now you might be asking yourself, hey, Finesse, how did the guests get up there? There's some kind of stairwell back there. I'm just saying. Okay, there's something back there. Alright, that's kind of fun. I really like this. It is completely different than what the rest of the park is offering. So, which I'm kind of glad I'm doing this. And it's because it's going to push me to really start sprucing up rest of Havenport with better decor. Right? Yeah, better decor. Like, I remember saying once money really starts to flow and we're going to change these corroded roofs to better ones. And that's basically my version of storytelling for this park. Because we started out with little money, struggling, almost going bankrupt a couple times, taking loans. But things are a little bit more stable. Even dropping down to 12,000, we've jumped up to 19,000. And we are at 30-some thousand, spent some money. I think these are like 9 grand each? Or 8,000? Can't remember. But we're not zeroing out. We're not getting below 5,000. It is... The park is very stable now. Just as long as we're keeping an eye on these generators, everything seems to be on the up and up for Havenport. So, with that, we can really start to enhance these stations, add better scenery to the coasters, and flat rides I'll leave as is for now. And even we'll eventually add some more arcades in here, arcade machines, because I do understand they have a maintenance cost. Like this. This didn't make profit. How about this guy? 92 cents. So that's in the green. Also in the green. So it looks like they have a running cost, but I think this just enhances the area a little better. And I forgot about these guys. This was for our older coaster. We can go ahead and delete that and create, or we try to reuse it. I mean, no crime in trying to reuse it again. We'll figure that out. We worked hard on creating stacks of logs, okay guys? But I'm kind of excited to see how this is turning out. Honestly, even adding trees, but we might need to really add, in some spots, some cool grid fences around the areas and stack tires, like along the track when it's on the actual ground. Just stacked tires is a great look. As for the raised parts, like here and right there in our loops, thinking right here, creating like a large pond. And even right here, the pond would be cool. When the guests come in here for the third lap, maybe we can have fireworks? Right? That'd be kind of cool. Okay. Let's see what can be done right now. Okay, what if we... Did I ever make stacks of tires over here? I think I did. Yes. But... we had new tires, I think? Let's see. Are they not called tires? Wheels? Yes. Like the sun. The go-kart. Okay. Can't do that. Let's maybe take it down. I wish we had these guys right here. I mean, in all honesty, we could try to make it. But... it can act as if it's multiple. I do want this to be kind of aligned like that, just so it's easier. Gosh, those are loud. Alright, do we do something like that? Almost pyramid style of tires, and go ahead and group them together. I feel like that is too symmetrical. So maybe doing something like that on a few. Okay, I think next step should be adding lighting to the whole track, just so I won't crash. First, it totally just spun out. And we really need to decorate this station. I just realized we can change some of this track. Don't like the red should be fine, but I think made that black. And what is this? Okay, I want that definitely to be black, and thought this was supports. Oh, that's interesting. Although I just said I wanted it to be black, so I don't know what's so interesting. I wish I could change the color of... I mean, no, I don't know what I'm talking about. That should be yellow. Okay. Not too bad. It's just, what can I do with this station so that we're not blocking too much of the view? And gosh, every time I start one of these projects, I'm like, there's so much I need to do. There's so much that still needs to be done to the grandstand. Of course, decorating this, and then creating a new idea where I want to add a coaster that goes along this. Oh, imagine the coaster coming through here and it goes upside down over the grandstand. And then, oh gosh, too much. Oh, this might be one of my favorite areas of the park right now, honestly. Okay, I am going to take care of lighting first of all. Just so... I think these will be the best option for the area. We go for more of that, those bright lights. Okay. And I apologize if there's not a lot of talking going on, or if there is, it's a little bit kind of quiet. I think when I get into, and I bet quite a few are like that, you get into this thinking state of mind where you're just like, okay, what can I do here? What am I going to place there? And so forth. Why am I making that hard for myself? What? Is that high enough? No. Okay. That's where we'll start. We're gonna have to think of a way to maybe make a raised platform over there. Even making a tunnel kind of thing right here would be so cool. Gosh, the ideas are endless right now, you guys. Oh my god. Can you be careful? It just spun out in front of us. Okay. Oh. I mean, actually, it doesn't really block them or their view. It's just in front of a big wall. Here. feel like some of these lights might look wonky, right? Oh, here I know why it's looking wonky. Because the surface here. A little lopsided. Okay. Let's see what that looks like at night. Kinda lit up. Not too bad. I do like the light that's being emitted. Usually I'm so like used to adding the tan light. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about something. These guys. We didn't add them to the group. Also, where are the... They were... you know, it looked a little dark. Okay. Well, that's... I'll do that off camera so you guys don't have to watch me do that kind of stuff, but... That's a silly mistake. It could have been totally avoided. Alright, so... It's kind of a good start, but... I really need to think about what kind of platform we can create under this. I could 100% terraform. But terraforming here wouldn't work. It would just create a lot of blockage. Maybe creating some kind of custom supports on that kind of section. Terraforming a little hill right here. It's not the worst idea. Because am I going to use this part of the park back here? If anything, it's for that coaster to come out to maybe here. We have another coaster coming over there. This whole area needs to be decorated. Yeah, I don't think we're really going to be using this side too much. Let me see what that looks like. Let's just go full intensity. We know that since we are on the more coastal side of Northern California, if any of you guys are from the Bay Area or a little more north of Bay Area, you guys know that there's a lot of hills. We have a lot of mountain ranges, a lot of hills everywhere. Like, honestly, everywhere. So adding something like this would work, but it has to be done right. I already feel like I've gone maybe a little bit too far. Should just have one come out about there. Is that good? And then... that'll just speed up the process. Kind of tucks the environment into its own world, right? Yeah. And here, notice they add a lot of these kind of trees. Would like to figure out how I want to make this pond. Doesn't necessarily need to be too deep, but maybe it sits right against the little hill right here. I feel like I always start making these. Like I have an idea, I'm like, oh, I'll just make a small one, maybe have it come out to here, and then it just keeps growing and growing. And I'm like, okay, we could add more, or we could just keep going. We'll see where it goes. Okay. Something like that. So it's tucked right under the loop, and I do want to keep this. I like the look of that. We'll just go ahead and smooth out those edges. I really hope the guests use this, and it really depends, I think, on how much scenery we can add to it. Oh, we just realized we have lampposts right there. Oh gosh. We're gonna have floating lampposts. Gonna have to think about, again, how to incorporate these lampposts even on these raised parts, the raised tracks. We could sink the lamppost actually right into in between the tires, since the go-karts don't go past the yellow barrier. Not a bad idea. Okay, and maybe we go for clear water this time. Pause that so the game doesn't crash. I'm so afraid of that, you guys. Just the game absolutely crashing on me when adding water. Okay. I think when the carts come down this way, I wonder, the heck was that sound? Did you guys hear that? It sounded like I hit a branch and it smacked another person. I hope you guys heard that. Okay. So, like if we took these and it do something like that, honestly, that might be the best solution. Something I should have done from the start. Yeah, I think it fits a lot better. I want to spin out on the hill climb, buddy. Oh my gosh. Did I make this turn too intense? You know what? They just need to be better drivers. Okay? I do mean. We're talking about test dummies here, so it's okay. Right. So another thing I'll do off camera is, like I've said in the past, if I do any things off camera, it will be done with the game paused, so that I want you guys to be with me when we're gaining and losing money. This is a community team effort together. And that's what I love about these kind of park builds, because these coasters being remastered and then a completely newly built coaster like Trident, a entrance station built by you guys, and I think it's such a cool and amazing part of this community, or we're able to do that for each other. Okay, this could be cool. And I think when they come down this way, let me see how much speed they're picking up. What if we had... Can you add triggers on? Ah. Interesting. So, if I take water... need this to be too much. Just something like that. Gosh, that is so loud. Maybe my speakers are just too high, but that sounds way more intense. Way too intense. Okay. I think so it's not going crazy mode. This is cool. Victory lap. Position, I'm assuming, is car, or the position of the go-karts, right? Could be only 6. Yes. So that can stop. See what that looks like. Yeah, it's not victory lap. How many laps are these? 2 laps? Okay, nice. So when they come around this time, we'll have the water scene and fireworks. Or do we have the water scene on the first lap? Somebody want to tell me why I didn't trigger the water? What? Yeah. Let's see them come around. Like this guy. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Scenery bonus 64%. Oh, I didn't even realize we made this exciting. I completely forgot to check this. Oh, that's cool. Okay. 8.6 excitement? I've never seen that for myself. I think I did build a go-kart on one of my first parks I made in Planet Coaster 2. I didn't even know that we had an EFN rating thing for go-karts. Oh, wow. Okay. It's not bad. This is not too bad. I think what we need to do, because this is going to be a long episode, since we, did build this out and then started getting this going, I'm going to think about how I want to build a station. A queue, we can do a cattle pen queue. Or do we make the queue like a mini paddock as well? Where the paddock is here, like we've got this. Maybe just kind of copy paste that to over here. And then have the queue kind of weave through or past that, and then they get into this, just so it's not in the way of this grandstand. And then the exit is right straight through there. Let me first just place this down. Something like that. And it's like that. And I do like the path texture and color that's going on here. What is happening here? I do want the guests to walk through the grandstand, so we won't make a separate path going around it. How was the park doing? Always got to make sure. These generators are no joke, you guys. They are no joke. Okay. You can see guests are really loving the coasters. Love seeing that. And I think they're going to really, really love this. I think once we build the station up, add these paddocks. Let me just quickly see before we call it on the episode. And there will be a part 2 in the next episode where we finish this whole area. Oh, I love this park, you guys. I really do. Okay. Just have to... Hope I got what I needed. It didn't take anything unnecessary. What happens when I take that? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I could maybe separately add those car lifts, but this is kind of fun. Something like that. Just need to extend some of these guys out. Okay. We'll keep the chaos. Little chaos seed. And then... do we have the queue? Yeah, I think that could be fun. Make it black. Oh, that's a railing. Queue path. And this could be red. Fire brick red. Make another scene right here, possibly. What do you guys think? If the queue needs to be longer, the guests love this too much, which let's hope they do. We can kind of fix this area and make it a proper cattle pen queue path, but I think this is kind of fun. Do we... oh, is it connected to that? Okay. I did not realize that. Let's go ahead and split it. We did that. Okay. Yeah, that's what you want to see when you start your race. Just a few crashed car pieces into a wall. Oh gosh. Okay. I mean, if I was really cool with it, oh, I said it like that, I would have this queue be a bridge over here. You'd also walk through that paddock and then bridge over, back, and right through there. Am I doing too much? I mean, there's never... oh gosh. Why do I kind of like that? Why do I have to be like this? Okay. How do we do it where... let me see here. Thing is, I do want them to walk past that part. And when you're walking on the queue, you will be able to look into that paddock. Yeah, okay. That's not complicated. Okay. If I wanted to, I can open this now, but I don't want to just yet. Prestige, scenery bonus, ride, experience is great. Not sure how nausea was 2.21, but it's there. And I think just adding more triggers like the fireworks that we'll had here on the last lap could be a lot of fun. And we can put some fireworks on the backside here, like coming from the hill. Oh gosh, you guys, the ideas are just too much. So what I'm gonna do is, since I'm limited on time, it's been a busy week for the restaurant, and so I really wanted to, if it was up to me, I would spend 4 hours. This video would be 4 hours long, but I might have to break this up into 2 parts because the ideas just keep growing and growing, and there's so much more that I want to do. I really think this is gonna be one of my favorite areas in the park right now. It's kind of competing with this area. This area has so much potential right now, but so does this. So I want to give this my full attention, full love, and really want to show you guys what is possible for the new zone, as well as how far I can stretch the creativity. I have a few ideas. I have one idea that I'm really excited to show you guys, and it's incorporating the new arcade machines and possibly creating like a simulator. I was thinking about this quite a bit at work, so creating something like that I think could be a lot of fun. And we do want to make like shops, like make a whole racing plaza right here. This will just be a whole fun area. Oh gosh, it's almost the size of just our entrance for Havenport. So that's going to be the next episode, is finishing off those things, creating the station, adding a coaster that weaves through this, and there's gonna be a lot of things. I think the next episode might be a little longer than this one. We'll see. But I want to give this the full attention, full love that it deserves. And thank you guys so much for joining me in the crazy headspace that I was in trying to figure out this whole area. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. But until next time, I hope you're having a wonderful day as well as a wonderful week. Take care. Bye.